dreams?
Well, Doc, let me tell you something. They've been on and off for many months. But I tell you what, I feel so much better that I've had this session with you tonight, and I feel like my life can go on now.
All right, wonderful. Well, again, this evening is about celebrating. You can sit down.
Oh, thank you. I do know that.
Not celebrating your dreams, but somebody else's dreams, maybe.
Oh, right.
One of the wonderful things that has been a part, I was just asking Steve how long these hospital galas have been going on, and over 20 years. One of the high marks of these evenings is our commitment to honoring the individuals who provide outstanding care and compassion in the healing and restoration to the members of our community and beyond. And so this evening we have a chance to honor a healthcare hero who has been providing care for over 6 decades. She's been in effectively every form of healthcare, from administration to individual patient care to spiritual and morale care. This evening we are blessed, and she was nominated by Lori Miller, and our hero this evening has been known as the Hat Lady for going around with over 300 hats and sharing her love of connection and bringing people together for really wonderful and healing and restorative purposes. So it's my pleasure and my privilege to announce a young lady who probably is well known to most of you. This year's healthcare hero is Miss Jean Leakey. For you.
This is where you've been laying down?
Yes, it is. I've had some good treatment here, too.
Well, you know what?
What?
When I heard that Steve was laying down here, it reminds me of back in the nursing home.
Whoa, not that.
No, just a minute, let me finish. There was 2 sisters, and one sister's a patient, and she came every day to visit her. And when her sister passed away, she asked me to do something for her, which I'm sure you've never had this happen, but she was at North Manchester at the funeral home, and she brought 2 different robes, and she wanted to know if I'd try them on and lay in the casket to see how she was. I did.
I will say that's never happened.
Now, Ms. Jean, you have a wonderful and a unique story, and you have brought, I think, what, 17 tables with you here tonight? I think you've got a few.
I do. I have my daughter, Nana Friedersdorf, and her son-in-law Doug, my good son-in-law Doug, and and then my son Mark from Seymour, but his wife was sick, couldn't come, and Mark has a twin sister. She lives in Texas. She wasn't able to be here, but her son, which is my grandson, Greg, and his son are here, and his daughter, Lainey and Gavin. So they're from Texas, so that's great.
I think they all ought to stand up.
Yeah, let's welcome them. There's one more person who hasn't been introduced, and you have kind of a unique living situation. Can you tell us about that?
Well, my sister and I live together.
Yes.
And my sister's 99 years old. We understand that.
A lady your age, but I wonder, I'm sure over the course of the years you probably have collected a fair number of really wonderful stories with your sister.
Well, my sister also was a beautician for 30 years, and when we had the nursing home, she would come over and fix the lady's hair once a week. Well, we had a lady by the name of Mama Bradley, and she was 100 years old, and the minute Gwen would start doing her hair, just touching, Mama would go, oh, oh, and Mama passed away, and I asked Gwen to come to the funeral home, it was Joe's funeral home at the time, to do her hair, and Gwen said, oh, I don't think I can. And I said, I'll go with you, you'll be fine. Well, we did, and we got in there, and we went back, and Gwen said, oh, I don't, and I said, you're fine. Anyway, she got her just ready to wash her hair, and Gwen just touched her, and as she touched her, I went, oh.
The two of you live together, and it is quite the bachelorette pad. So I was actually, I thought about maybe asking if there were any eligible gentlemen here who might like a date this evening, but I'll spare you.
Well, you know what, they'd have to be extra, extra special. I had a husband for 45 years. He passed away in 1991 with ALS. And I know a lot of people here knew him, and we had 45 good years.
That's wonderful. Wait, say that again?
I had 2 sets of twins.
So you hit the jackpot.
Twice.
Twice.
The first one was Marna, was our oldest one. We lost her little sister when she was 15 and a half months old, and 15 and a half months later, I had another set of twins, Mark and Marty. So, and that the rest is history. Now I have 18 great-grandchildren, 9 grandchildren, 18 great-grandchildren, and 3 great-great-grandchildren.
Now, after leaving the nursing home administration role, you went and worked for one of the beloved doctors here in town, Dr. Bob Rao.
Dr. Bob Rao, yes. I'm sorry they're not here tonight because, I could go on and on and on stories about him. But I would like to tell you one. I mean, and I know there's maybe a few doctors here tonight, and I'm sure you've had that experience. You go out to eat, which was sad when a person will come up with you and say, oh, doctor, what do you think's wrong with my shoulder? Well, if anybody here doctor Rao, you know his main theory was, they'll take off your clothes and put on that gown and I'll be in to see you. Well, this lady, I remember, we happened to be with her one evening, and this lady started complaining, and Dr. Bob Rao just said, well, take off your clothes and I'll examine you right here. That's him, and that's the way his life's been.
And you were with him for about 25 years, is that correct?
Close to it.
You know, I bet over the course of 25 years, you got in to be pretty close with the Rao family.
Very much so. I don't know.
I heard they called you, they had a nickname for you, was it Majin?
Majin, I was Majin. And Mary Ann and Jim weren't here tonight, are they? I remember several times Mary Ann was calling me up because she just couldn't do stuff with the kids. And Andy, is Andy here tonight?
Is he back there? Andy, stand up.
Or you may not want to stand up after you.
I remember when Andy was sick one evening, and his dad ordered some suppositories because he was falling. And Mary Ann called me up and said, Monsignor, you got to come over and help me. Well, Andy, I know all about you.
Very good. I knew this was going to be the highlight. This week, just delightful. Let's make a serious turn now. You know, being in healthcare for as long as you have, I'm sure that you have had a chance to make some really intimate and personal and tender connections with patients as you, whether you're treating them medically or treating them spiritually as a chaplain's assistant. You shared a few stories with me. I wonder if you could just share one or two
Well, first place, I'd like to put a plug in for something else. With the volunteers in the hospital, I am in need of at least 2 more to help me in the chaplaincy. So if anybody's interested, I'd love to have 2 more that I can depend on to be chaplain. Let's see, right now I have Tuesdays and Wednesdays open. I'm trying to think, because one of the ladies.
Tuesday, do I hear Tuesday?
I don't want it like that.
Okay.
I want somebody that is serious about it, that will be able to do it. And the sign goes out to churches, individuals, anybody. And all you have to do is come and see Carrie Mather if you can't find me, and Carrie will get the word over to me that somebody's interested in helping them.
You told me a story about helping in the oncology, which is always a very...
Oh, yes, I tell you, my sister Gwen was up there in, I guess it must have been about July, and I just couldn't help but notice how much tender, loving care they gave to the patients. And the work in oncology has to be hard. There's just no doubt about it, because a lot of times you already know the end results, and the miracle hasn't been performed yet for everybody, but some people have. But if you work in that department, especially them, the tender, loving care they give to the patients, and not only to the patients, mind you, it's the caregivers that need attention also, and that's where we see a lot of it. And I couldn't help but notice how wonderful these nurses were for helping with not the patients, yes, the patients, but also the caregivers to the patients. I mean, that's where I think we overlook some of the spiritual and health needs that we need to give the patients. It's also the caregivers. They also need our very close attention.
Well, it is our pleasure to, the good word says that we are to show honor to whom honor is due, and I think you are, this is perhaps long overdue, but you are so deserving of this honor, and so we are so thankful that you are a part of our community. I just met this gal for the first time this week, and I'm already planning my next coffee with Maureen, because you are just a delightful person. And we want to thank you and appreciate you for the years of service that you have.
Gee, tell them about the time I wanted to give your patient water.
Say again?
This is a straight woman right here. One of the joke.
She said, tell them about the time she wanted to give a patient water.
Oh, this is another story about my sister, Gwen. And I'm sorry that I wasn't smart enough back in the 60s to write a book about this lady, this patient, well, you know how they are. I mean, well, I'm 91 and I know how I am a lot of the time. So thanks to them for putting up with me. But this lady kept saying, I'm thirsty, I want water. And I knew she was like that, and I told Gwen, now don't give her a drink of water. Well, we walked on to another patient's room, and of course she lagged behind and gave this patient some water. And there she came and drenched. And she said, why didn't you tell me? I said, I didn't have to tell you. I said, don't give her any water. Well, she took a sip of water just like this and then threw it on her. And giggled, these are just facts of life. And, I just like...
Take the good and take the bad.
It's just like a llama. You don't like something, they spit on you. So I guess that's what I can say with this here. If you're around somebody and you don't know about them, they might be a llama to you. So.
So when folks are going back to get their next drink, they'll look at one another and say, are you a llama?
If you do, you move.
Well, it is a privilege to be sidestepping that.
He's getting in a hurry to get home.
Oh no, we got a babysitter in there, the kids are fast asleep. This night's just getting started. Well, it is such a pleasure. I would love for us to just sit here all night and hear stories from you, but I think it is time for us to recognize you and say thank you, and thank you with an award. So I'm gonna turn it over to Steve.
Thank you. Gene, on behalf of the Wabash Parkview Hospital and all of its employees, and for everybody that has worked for Parkview, Wabash, and Wabash County Hospital prior to that, and all the people that you worked with, this is an honor that's well deserved, and I'm honored, and more so than that, privileged to present this award to you as the 2017 Healthcare Hero.
Thank you.